Everybody, give it up for Zappia. Oh, fuck yeah, baby. Give it up for Alex Grubar. Come on, I'm here. Give it up for Ryan Roll's shirt, guys. I'm here. How are you guys, man? Good? God, I feel like Colonel Mustard's gonna take me out any minute with the candlestick. Fucking sweating. Is that Peacock right there? Jesus Christ. This room, I just walked in here, I was like, I have no idea where I am. This is fucking, Jesus Christ. How are you guys? Good? Obviously you're in a distillery. Are you doing well financially, or what is that? I've never been in a distillery in my life. I don't even know what that means, distill. Nobody's broke? Who's broke? Broke? No? Nobody wants to be honest, or you're all just doing incredibly well? It's cuffing season, right guys? Cuffing, you trying to get cuffed up, right? Who the fuck wants to get cuffed up now? You're gonna buy gifts, right? It's like the opposite of what you want, right? Like, I'm trying to get cuffed up because I'm broke. I mean, I'm trying to find someone who just makes significantly more money than me so I can immediately ask them to move into a studio with me so we can split rent, right? Is that not, who the fuck's not trying to do that, right? It's like 3 months in. She's like, do you really love me? I'm like, I love you, but you can do the electric bill this month because I'm fucking broke. It's insane. Jesus. I was just fucking down visiting my folks because they have a nice, healthy marriage. You know, I think it was their anniversary. Been married 39 years, right? It's a long time, right? 39 years, right?
Yeah.
You don't gotta do that, dude. I love how, like, you could just be with your person for 2 weeks or 48 years, you just get an applause and just love. It's like, they sleep in separate bedrooms. We're not gonna put an applause for that, right? God, just two old, bitter people. They hate each other. At least my mom hates my dad. I don't know, dude. My parents met in a grocery store in 1979. Your eyes just got huge because it's the funniest thing you've ever heard, right? Imagine a grocery store in 1979. Is that even possible now? Like, that's never going to happen again. My parents met in a supermarket in the 70s. Like, imagine that happened now. Like, I just met two separate couples who are getting married, one off of Tinder, one off of Instagram. Like, that's insane. Like, I think, like, marriage stories, this is not going to happen 10 years from now. It's going to be, what is it, Tinder, Bumble, a bar group, a DM, like, I don't know. It's not going to be, yeah, I met them at the supermarket. They weren't even shopping, they fucking worked there. Right? My dad cuts his hand open, he's cutting up boxes in the back, whatever, runs to the front. My mom's working the front, she patches him up, whatever, and then he asks her out, what the fuck are you doing? Right? And like 2 years later, they're married, and they're still together. Like, they should have called it quits at 92, and they're waiting for me to come. I'm like, what are you doing? Torturing yourselves. Like, I think marriage stories 10 years from now are just going to be so polar opposite, it's going to be mind-blowing. Like little kids going to ask their dad, they met their mom, he's going to be like, honestly, son, it's a blur. I honestly don't even remember. I DM'd her, and she actually answered, and she was 34 and still single, and now we're married. That's honestly what I think is going to happen. It's fucking absurd, right? Sorry, not trying to offend any 34-year-olds out here. I look like I'm 44, so. Doing a beard, right? I'm doing a beard because I'm Italian, so if I get lazy for 24 hours, this just shows up. She knows, right? Italian from Jersey, right? It's right out the book, Italian from Jersey, right? Dude, I'm so New Jersey. I went to college in New Jersey. Relax, I dropped out. First kid I ever met walks up to me, he goes, I've never been to New Jersey. You're exactly what I pictured. Right? I don't even gotta finish. How pathetic is that? All I could say was, that's not good. Oh, God. I'm doing the beard. I was doing a mustache right before this because I've been told I can pull it off. Light mustache, right? My sister's like, you gotta shave that shit. You look like a pedophile. But I don't understand that logic. That means every single guy in the 80s was a pedophile. Actually, it might be accurate. That makes no sense. Like, a pedophile, right? Like, if you look back in history at the most infamous pedophiles, none of them had mustaches. Like, come on, we'll do it together, right? Jerry Sandusky. Jared from Subway. Woody Allen. R. Kelly, I think the chin strap doesn't count. Jeffrey Epstein. The other Jeffrey Dahmer. Michael Jackson, no hair on his body at all. Alright, that one's not confirmed. We obviously have a Michael Jackson crowd in the house. Relax, guys. It was fucking weird. Oh, gosh. But yeah. moving to a new place, right? My roommate, he's all about buying used shit. I'm like, I'm broke, so I'm on board, but I'm not trying to buy used furniture. I don't call me nuts. I'm not on used couches. I find it a little bit skeevy. It's a little, just not really into that, right? Like, I remember in fucking high school, I went on Facebook Marketplace during the pandemic. I don't know how the pandemic treated you guys, but all I did for the pandemic was put my sole focus into using Facebook Marketplace to pay my rent. Anybody else? Facebook Marketplace, untapped gem. Like, I'm late to the party, obviously, right? I was like, gee, I didn't even know you could do this. So I put a couch, I have like this, I guess it's like a half couch, like chair, to fit 2 people on it. I put that shit up on Facebook Marketplace. In 5 minutes, I had 7 offers. Dude was like, yo, I got a pickup truck, I'll come right now, I'm in PA. Right? I'm like, dude, I put it in the description. I had this shit in my room all through high school, all through college. That's 12 years, okay? You know how many times I jerked off in that chair? Like, that's an absurd number. Like, we're talking almost millions. Like, I think one time, actually, I jerked off into the chair. I wasn't even sitting in the chair jerking off. I jerked off into the chair. That's what my life is at. You guys are cool, though. So, yeah, I was just like, dude, it's gonna be a couch. I don't know. So you guys got weird in the beginning. Relationships? Who's here on a date? Are you dating? You guys right there? Yeah? That was weird. Are you not? I want to have a situation I want to call attention to. Dating. Gordon was talking about the online dating, right? What do you guys do? The online dating apps? Dude, I can't do those. Right? You could probably. I can't do those. If I wanted to meet someone online and go schedule a time to meet up with them, lie to them for 2 hours and then never hear from them again, I would just go on a job interview. So why? I just can't do it. It doesn't work. I don't know. You guys are cool though. Comedy, right? We do comedy. It's a fun time. My one buddy who I started doing comedy with, back in the day, he's a big Louis C.K. guy, right? You guys like Louis C.K.? Whoa, can't do that, dude. Didn't you hear, you fucking weirdo? No Chappelle either. I don't know who you got. What do you think? It's like Chris Rock or what is it? Girls, John Mulaney or some shit, right? I don't know. My friend is a huge Louis C.K. guy, like obsessed. I'm like, I get it, guy. I get it. The guy's good at comedy. Relax. You can't do that anymore, okay? I guess he jerked off in front of people or something. I don't know. Nothing I haven't done. And like, he was so into Louis C.K. to the point where he would call Louis C.K. his hero. A little much, I'll be honest, right? Like, why is some old, bald, white guy who talks about his dick for an hour every night your hero? My dad's not my hero, so why the fuck is Louis C.K. your hero, right? Fucking weird. Yeah, I'm Italian, obviously, half Italian, half Irish, so I'm a drunk, but I'm a loud drunk. Anybody? Loud drunks, right? Girls? No, be honest, loud drunks? Dude, you give me 4 beers, I won't shut the fuck up the rest of the night. I'll tell you anything you want. Anything you want. Who I voted for, penis size, how I really feel about you, anything. 4 beers and I'm done. You know those quiet, depressed drunks who sit at the edge of the bar all night and just soak in their misery? That's me when I'm sober. Sober, not good. Drunk, not great. I get pissed off easily, right? That's an Italian thing, I guess, too, right? Anybody get pissed off easily? Like, you could punch me in the face, and I honestly won't mind. I'll probably deserve it. But you do some stupid, like, bullshit that nobody would ever even think of, it pisses me off. One of my top ones, I hate when people say they're from a city, but they're really not. They grew up like an hour outside of it. You know anybody like this? I hate that shit. I used to work with this guy. He's like, yeah, I'm from Philly. I'm like, oh, cool, I know Philly. What part? He goes, Cherry Hill. I'm like, dude, you're from Cherry Hill, and honestly, you're better off saying that. Philly's a shithole. Worst one I ever got was, yeah, from New York City. I'm like, oh, okay, New York City. I'm assuming, Manhattan, Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx. She goes, Manhasset. Never heard of it. Where the fuck is Manhasset? Anybody know where Manhasset is? Long Island. You guys suck. Long Island. Anybody here from Long Island? That was for you, dude. Long Island, ugh. Are you guys, well, we established that this is a Jersey City crowd, right? New Jersey, right? So you guys go on NJ Transit a lot, right? Ugh. I was on NJ Transit recently, so I'm already pissed. It's a waste of a service, never on time. God, they suck. Need a mask. Ugh. I saw some bullshit on NJ Transit recently, honestly, and it kind of taken me aback. I know it's been a rough 18 months, whatever the hell we've been through with all this shit going on and stuff. But I just saw some like just blatant racism, 2021 right in front of my eyes. I'm just like, what the hell am I looking at? And I'm on NJ Transit, right? We're making our rounds, and we get to the next stop. I'm not going to say what stop it was. Elizabeth. And a black guy steps onto the train, right? And there's this little old lady sitting next to me, classic, probably 90, never left fucking whatever suburb she lives in, and she's sitting across from me, and the black guy takes the open seat next to her. I'm on the other side, I'm jamming out, little, I don't know what I was listening to. What do you guys, maybe Kendrick Lamar or anybody? And I'm watching this, and the old lady immediately gets up, moves her seat. She goes down the next car over, and I'm watching this shit like, what the hell is this racist shit, right? This was right after Trump lost, so she was probably pissed. And I'm just like, what the hell is this racist shit? And I'm standing there, and we get to the, we keep it moving, we get to the next stop, black guy gets off. I was like, I'm just gonna go have a word with this woman, because this is insane. I don't know what she was thinking. I guess she was afraid he was gonna do something, I don't know. And so I get up, and I go down to where she is, and I take a seat next to her. I turn to her, and I go, and I robbed her. And I robbed her. And I now have 2 Vax cards. Okay, guys, my name is Tom Zappia. Give it up for your host. Thank you so much.